Anna Kournikova was beautiful, talented, and the dream of every young man. She became the most famous female tennis player in the world, even becoming one of the most searched athletes on the internet. Then suddenly, she was gone. So what really happened to Anna Kournikova? Despite her fame in the United States, Anna was born in the Russian capital of Moscow on June 7, 1981, to two athletes, Sergei and Anna Kournikova. Her father was a Greco-Roman wrestling champion with a PhD and was a professor at the University of Physical Culture and Sport in Moscow. Meanwhile, Mother Alla excelled in the 400-meter dash. What is often left out is the fact that her brother Alan was also a youth golfing world champion, proving that this was a family of athletes. Her father best summed it up by saying, "We were young and we liked clean physical life, so Anna was in a good environment for sport from the beginning." But for Anna to rise to stardom wasn't luck and had nothing to do with her appearance. After receiving a tennis racket at the age of 5, she was already in a children's program, playing tennis at least twice a week. Meanwhile, she was coached by Larissa Preobrazhenskaya while at the Spartak Tennis Club. But by the time she was 8, she was entering junior tournaments, also attracting the attention of scouts all over the world. Then came the big move. A management deal signed at the age of 10 saw her moving to Bradenton, Florida, training at Nick Bollettieri's tennis academy. But again, this was just the start. Over the next few years, she'd break records, winning the European Championships, Italian Open Junior Tournament, and even becoming the ITF Junior World Champion U18. All of this before she was even old enough to drive on American roads. But it was her appearance at the Moscow Ladies Open, a WTA-sanctioned event in 1995, and still only 14, that truly put her on the radar of tennis fans. Over the next 2 years, she rose through the ranks, even going to the Australian Open. However, in 1997, she qualified for Wimbledon at just 16 years of age. Everyone thought she would fall early, but Anna persisted, making it to the semifinals. She lost to Martina Hingis, who'd go on to win the tournament, but her name was already made. Endorsement brands were queuing for her signature, and the media simply loved her. Not just her game, but her appearance and charisma made her one of the most searched people in the early days of the internet. But her fame was about to explode through the roof. Following her showing at Wimbledon, Anna finally broke into the top 20 in 1998. Simultaneously, she was recognized as one of People's 50 most beautiful people during the same year, while being ESPN.com's hottest female athlete. The world was watching in awe. At still 17 years old, she continued playing in WTA events, with her best performance being in doubles when partnering with Martina Hingis to win the 1999 Australian Open. She'd go on to reach number 1 in the world rankings for doubles, while peaking out at number 8 for her singles career. Yet it was what happened off the courts that continued making her famous. It all started in 2000, at the age of 19, when Anna became the face of Borelli's shock absorber sports bras. This was followed by a minor appearance in Me, Myself, and Irene. But perhaps her biggest moment came in 2002, being recognized as number 1 in FHM's 100 Sexiest Women in the World. She'd go from pro tennis star to pop culture icon, transcending the sport while earning millions through endorsement and modeling deals. Yet, she never won a single tennis title, and her career was winding down. 2001 proved to be her worst year yet, suffering from a foot stress fracture injury, one that forced her to withdraw from 12 tournaments, including Wimbledon and Roland Garros. The next 2 years proved even worse, suffering from a hip abductor injury that forced her to withdraw from virtually every tournament in 2002, barring a few. However, the final nail in the coffin came when she sustained a herniated disc in 2003. She'd have to withdraw for the entire season, slipping to number 67 in the world rankings. Anna finally hung up her shoes and racket by the end of the year, with only 2 Grand Slam doubles titles to her name. But not all was bad. During the same period of consistent injuries, news broke that Anna was in a relationship with none other than pop star and singer Enrique Iglesias. Rumors suggest the two started dating following her appearance in his music video, Escape. Yet the fact is that Anna finally had a sustainable relationship. And with the wealth of injuries, she was ready to step away from the spotlight and focus on her personal life. But this wasn't going to be easy, and everyone was asking, why did she quit so early? Over the next nearly 2 decades, she'd almost disappear from the minds of fans. Occasionally, she'd be spotted alongside her husband, Enrique, but even though she retired, she was still the most searched athlete on the internet in 2008. Anna avoided interviews, magazines, and the public life for the next few years. In fact, her biggest media appearance would come in the 2010 NBC hit show, The Biggest Loser, where Anna was helping participants lose weight by giving them lessons, returning to the cast in 2011 before once again stepping into the shadows a year later. She'd continue to focus on her family life, with virtually no interviews or appearances, only rare glimpses on social media. She'd also go on to mother 3 children with husband Enrique, 1 daughter and 2 fraternal twins, also a daughter and son. But the interest still remained, and everyone kept on asking, what happened to Anna? If you are one of these people, make sure to subscribe to our channel before we reveal the truth. Today, Anna no longer appears in public, nor the internet. But even without professional tennis, she continues to live an active life. She invests a lot of time in philanthropy, while occasionally being involved in charity events. Her free time is invested in children's health initiatives, like the 5 Alive program and various organizations fighting malaria. She's been involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and the Elton John AIDS Foundation as well. Yet her private life is reclusive, living quietly in Miami, and occasionally making charitable appearances for various children's programs, like the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Various reports put her net worth at around $60 million in 2025, mainly through her years of modeling and endorsements. But despite backing off from the mainstream media and not having a massively successful tennis career, she revolutionized the game. She might not have been great, but she was truly influential, bringing glamour and mainstream appeal to the sport. Had it not been for Anna, perhaps women's tennis might still be a forgotten element of the game. Now she lives life on her own terms, and this might have been her greatest victory.